Hey, welcome to Sports and Politics with T. I'm your host, Tanya. Tonight we have made it back to Monday, guys. Listen, I hope everybody has enjoyed their weekend. We have made it all the way to December the 1st, guys, already. Listen, I tell you, we're going to do a little recap of the Thanksgiving holiday as far as everything that has transpired and all the stuff that went down over the holiday break. But first, guys, again, I hope everybody's enjoyed their Thanksgiving as well as the weekend and Black Friday, because trust me, we've got a lot of things to talk about as far as Black Friday shopping. And we're going to talk about some things that has just transpired as far as the Trump administration, some things that's been rolled out as far as EBT, and a law passed about homelessness. Yes, we're going to dive deep into that tonight as well. But again, guys, I'm glad to be back. I'm telling you, let me just say this, guys. We had extra people this year in our holiday break, and so it was so fun. I mean, we always have fun as a family anyway. I was at my sister's house. We had a huge gathering, and let me tell you, the food was off the chain, guys. I mean, we had food galore. We always have a lot of food in general, but because we had extra people, they brought extra food too, which made it even more, so I'm telling you, from ham to turkey to stuffing to just everything you can think of, food going all the way around the kitchen. We had so much food. I'll put it like this. I still got food in my refrigerator now, and I'm going to have to freeze some of that food because there's just no way. There's just no way I can get through it, In fact, I'm the type, I can eat it for a little while, maybe about 2 days, and then the third day I'm going to want something different, and then I'll go back to it. Like tonight, I'll probably eat some tonight because I hadn't had none over the weekend, So that would be good for me to eat it today, maybe tomorrow, and then I'm going to freeze the rest, because I can't keep eating that food, and especially I'm going to be putting on weight too. I'm trying to watch my weight, which is impossible during the holidays, and I realize that, all right? But I don't want to get too far out the way because I've been tracking my weight, and I've been losing pretty good, So we'll see, guys, because Christmas holiday is coming up in a few weeks in about 24 more days. So you're looking about, 3 weeks tops? And then here we go again with more food, and of course we're going to do the gift giving as well. So it's just been good. Not to mention, guys, of course they saw my brand new car for the first time. They were shocked, y'all. They loved it though. Oh my God. Everybody came outside and saw it, and it was just great. The whole experience, everything was good. Of course, I had my car really clean and detailed and shiny. I like black cars. Everybody knows that. And of course, the interior was smelling good. The leather was all shined up. The dash was clean. Everything was just straight. I pulled up in my sister's driveway, and I'm telling you, they were ecstatic. They was like, oh my God, what? So, and of course, they wanted to ride with me. So after we ate, we took a little joy ride around the neighborhood and went to a few stores just to, fill the car out and everything. And everybody enjoyed it. So it was just a great time. I probably got home around right at 10:30 Thursday night. I got to my sister's house around 1 in the afternoon, and then we had lunch around 2. So it was great. It was good to see family and friends. It was good to see, we had a new addition to the family, had a brand new baby. So we had to meet the new baby as well. Her name is Soleil. And so we were very happy to see our new addition to our family as well. And it was just great. The food was good, the fun, the family, everything. I couldn't have asked for not a better Thanksgiving, But yes, I had to tell you guys, it was good. It was really, really good. And again, I hope everyone else enjoyed their family and friends. And if you didn't have family and friends, at least you had a day off to yourself, or you got to do some things that you couldn't get done if you had to work, And the people who had to work, hopefully you'll have Christmas off. So, because I know everybody's not off on that holiday. Okay, so it's good. It was just a really, really, really great holiday. And like I said, I got food stacked. Okay, when I say stacked, guys, trays of food. I can't eat it all. In fact, I'm the type, I don't even want to eat but so much of it. I just want to taste it, and then I might do a little bit that next day, and then after about 2 days, I want something totally different, Like I ate last week, I ate Thursday and Friday, and then I skipped Saturday and Sunday, and so that's why I'm going to eat a little bit tonight, because I got a little break from it, so. But anyway, guys, let's get on with the first topic at hand tonight. We're going to talk about some things as far as Donald Trump and what he's proposed as far as this new law that just came into place. Guys, it's one thing to take money away from the American people. It's one thing to take away food stamps and make it very, very hard for people to make it into this world. But now he is proposing a law that you can actually be arrested for being homeless on the streets. Yes, they have actually trying to pass a law now stating that if you are homeless, if you're living in your car and you're living not in a structured building or a house or whatever, or an apartment, if you're found on the street living in your car, they can arrest you. If they see you sleeping on the street, they can arrest you. Look it up, y'all. I'm not making this up. I was like, this is just... And see, this is what I'm saying. It's like, okay, they open up the government. They say, okay, we'll give them some SNAP benefits for Thanksgiving, right? Temporarily. And let me say this because we don't know how December is going to look. But at the same time, the people who can't afford their rent, who got put out on the street, now they got to face being criminals because of what they did to them. It's like 1 minute you're snatching the rug out from everybody, but at the same time, you want to penalize people because of what laws you pass. If you hadn't have taken away their assistance, these people wouldn't be homeless on the streets, So that's what I'm saying. The Trump administration, they do not care, guys. They don't. They don't care. And I think people are waking up to it now. And see, this is the rough part of the winter. This is the worst time that you can do this to people during the holiday season and in the winter time when it's really, really cold. It's bad no matter what time of the year, but it's worse when it's really frigid cold outside and people don't have nowhere to go. Now, I'm hearing from American people, American citizens, that some people would rather go to jail. Just for the simple fact that they're going to get fed, they're going to get shelter, and they're going to stay warm in those jail cells. They're going to be inside of a building, And if you think about it, it's like, okay, you got people on the street that have nowhere to go, but some people are actually electing to go to jail. They're doing little misdemeanor crimes and little things like that, just so that they can go to jail to stay warm and get fed. And you know what? It's hard. It's like you want people to make it. You want people to succeed. But at the same time, it's like you're making it hard for people to succeed. And then you're penalizing people for being on the street, even though that's what you caused them to be on the street, right? So it's crazy. When I saw that on the news the other day, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because this is how they think. Okay? We can pull the wool out from under you. We give you a little breadcrumb here and there. And if we catch you on the street, we're going to take you straight to jail. And that's what I'm saying. It's like there is no win in this situation. It is just horrible. Okay? So we're going to keep our eyes open on this because I'm seeing a lot of people say that this is just outrageously just crazy. I mean, imagine you getting put out on the street all because of what they proposed, which was taking away the EBT and the food stamps and all that stuff. And let's say they're trying their best. There are some people that really are striving to get jobs to try to make it. But then there's some people that just refuse to work. Now, let me say this, and y'all know how I feel about people who refuse to work. I don't care if it's self-employed. I don't care if it's starting your own business. As long as you're working, okay? That's my thing, okay? If you're working and you're doing all you can, that's one thing. But if you're just refusing to go to work, I don't really have a lot of sympathy. Not really, just because you're not even trying to better your own life, right? If you're trying to better your own life and you're still coming up short, that's totally different than someone who just refuses to go to work. And I've said that since day one, okay? But the problem is like I say, everybody gets lumped into the same basket, which makes it hard for people who really, really need the help. And the people who really don't need it, they're getting the benefits too, right? So it's just crazy, it's sad. Because at the end of the day, people just want a place to stay. They want their kids taken care of, and they want to be able to take care of their families and themselves, right? So again, they're proposing that law for people to be arrested, guys. Arrested. If you are found on the street, if you are sleeping in your cars, they are passing a law now that it is illegal to be homeless. Yes, you heard it here. You can check with other news stations, other outlets. It's all over the news, guys. Okay. Now, let's talk about the Black Friday shopping. I'm going to tell y'all, listen, sales were down, which I projected that. They did have some good foot traffic in some of the stores. However, people still wasn't buying, okay? It's one thing people going in the store, but if they don't have the money to buy, in other words, people are just out, okay? They just wanted to, be out, and nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going shopping, but at the same time, especially like places like Target and Walmart, they really hurt this year. They're saying their stock really took a nosedive because not just African American people not going in the store, but overall their sales are down, guys. I mean, when I say down, they are down. Even one of the top restaurants, K&W Cafeteria, announced they are out of business. You heard it here. Yes, K&W restaurant has been around for, I think, 75 years. And they announced today that they are closing all of their locations, guys. That's how bad it is. Okay, now look, I used to go in K&W right a bit and get me a little plate here and there. But they're not operating as of, I think they said December for today. Today, that was it. They're done. So when you see restaurants that's been around for years, decades, say, you know what? We just can't compete no more. We just can't do it. That's a sign, guys. Okay. And like I said, I was surprised when they announced it. I'm not going to lie, because K&W is usually packed. I don't care where you go. I don't care what location. Where I lived before, that restaurant was busy, especially at 5:00. There would be people in the takeout line, everybody trying to eat inside or getting their food to go every day, right? And where I work, I'm not gonna tell you my location, but where I work, there's 2 in the same city, and for the most part, not let me say this. I have seen a decline in the traffic a little bit at those locations, but just for the fact that you don't see, just the fact that they're closing all their locations is what got me. You know, it's one thing to close a few locations because they're just not performing, but they're saying they're done. They are finished. Okay. So no more country style steak, guys. And no more baked spaghetti. And no more, they got the nice sliced ham. The ham was good during Thanksgiving. If you want some sliced ham there, oh, it was so good. It was really good. Especially if you didn't want to go to the honey baked ham store and pay a whole lot of money for it. Delicious ham. But yeah, guys, they are calling it quits. Okay, so, and I'm pretty sure there's some other restaurants right behind them. That's where we are, guys. The economy is still a little shaky right now. Okay, the money is not stretching like it's supposed to. Okay, it's not covering things like it's supposed to. It's at its bare minimum. Okay. So, but yeah, I had to get on here tonight because I said the last couple of videos I was doing my live. So y'all check out my live videos too, because I did go live last week. And so I didn't do a pre-recorded video, but I did do 2 live videos last week. So y'all check me out. Y'all get to see my new car and everything, because I went live during Thanksgiving Day, and I also went live last Saturday, excuse me. So you can see it in my garage and all that. But yeah, y'all check me out and y'all tell me what you think about it. It drives so good, guys. That was a great investment for me. Like I said, I didn't want a car payment, but like I said, sometimes you just got to go ahead and do it, especially you got to keep going. So, but anyway, guys, also, let's talk about it. So, Black Friday shopping. Like I said, the stocks were down. They did say that the African American community did not go inside Target, not much. Okay. I'm picking on Target because Target knows it messed up with us. It knows, it knows that it didn't do us right, and so they still are trying to fight us tooth and nail. Okay. And some other retailers too, not just Target, but, Walmart. I'm hearing now that some of the cashiers are wearing body cams now. They're walking around with body cams, filming people in the store. So they're not relying on just the store cameras. No, they got cameras on them. Okay, so if you see people walking behind you, and you see people going down the aisles and all that, every time you turn, they turn and all that, they probably are filming you. Okay, so just take that in mind, because they're trying to cut back on the theft and things like that. Let me say something about that too, because Walmart, this is what I don't get. Okay, Walmart, you have 25 checkout lanes, right? But you have 2 open. Okay. But you force everybody to go to the self-checkout line. Wouldn't it make sense to maybe hire more cashiers so that all the items can come down the belt so that you don't have to worry about as much theft? Now, yes, you do have to pay employees, which you're a $1 billion company, so I'm pretty sure you can do that. Instead of taking billions in losses and theft at the self-checkout line where people can sneak in food and sneak in snacks, why don't you have more cashiers available so that people can put their food and stuff on the belt so that the food can go down and the cashier can ring each item and check every item instead of you relying on us to do that. Now, I'm not taking up for the people who steal. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have 25 checkout lanes, maybe more than that. And every time I go to Walmart, there's about 1 or 2 registers open, and the line is going all the way out to who know where, right? What I'm saying is instead of that, why don't you hire more cashiers so that people can put their food and stuff on the belt, so you don't have to worry about people wearing body cams and all this, because the cashier themselves is ringing up every item and they can see in your cart that you don't have anything left, right? So it makes total sense to me, maybe that's just a suggestion for Walmart headquarters and corporate, because as long as you have self-checkout, especially in today's economy, if people are going to sneak stuff out or sneak stuff in, they're gonna try to do that, So I'm just trying to help you guys out, okay? Now, let's also talk about what's coming up this coming week. Of course, I'll be back on Thursday. We're going to get really heavy into the politics. And I told you guys that the electrician is still working on some things as far as one of my outlets where my computer and everything is. I guess I had a short circuit. Something happened where I had my computer and something else plugged up and it sparked. So I don't know exactly what happened, but I had to call the electrician to come out. They had to reset my breaker in my garage where the power outlet is. And so that's where my desktop and that's where my computer and modem and everything is. So that's why you don't see the videos that I normally show. So until they get that straight, which they'll be here this coming Thursday, hopefully it'll be all rectified, I'll be doing my videos here in the living room, okay? But right now, I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. I mean, you see for yourself the people, they're struggling. You see for yourself people out on the street, and now they're being threatened, like I said, of that being illegal. That's going to be a crime, okay, if people are found in their cars. That's crazy. Again, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because that's just how this administration operates, right? But at the same time, it's like, where is the compassion? Where is the, just everything? And then he wonders why his health is going down. He wonders why he's aging horribly, okay? Donald Trump does not look healthy. I don't care what anybody say. He's bruising, which I showed y'all that probably about 3 months ago. His hand has a huge bruise. He's pale, right? Now take it, I know he's almost 80. I get that, okay? But it's taking a toll. These last 12 months that he's been in office, he's really taking a toll, huge, okay? Now, some people say they don't think that he's going to make it 4 straight years. Hey, I don't know, I don't know. I know his diet is not the best either. And they say J.D. Vance might be getting prepped. I don't know, I mean, I hope nothing bad happens to anybody, but you can't do bad things to people. And I keep telling people, if you really think that you can take food away from people, take medicine from people, put people out on the street, and think that nothing is going to come back on you, that's just not how that works. Even if the intent is to get people to work and get off the system, again, you need stuff in place to wean people off, not just remove them off the system with no help. Okay. And like I said, I think that's where they're going wrong. Yes, gradually, if you want to get people off the system, gradually, okay. But just to yank it away, that's calamity. That's catastrophe waiting to happen, so. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on here tonight and say that, again, I hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving. I will be back on Thursday. Again, we're going to get back into the political arena. We're going to still talk about some stuff coming up for the Christmas holiday, some things that I think we all need to take a look at. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a surprise, okay? But this is very, very important, and we're going to discuss that on this coming Thursday at 8 o'clock, okay? All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you can, Please hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any episodes every time I come on to YouTube. I will be back on Thursday, like I said, at 8 o'clock, guys. Y'all know I love doing my shows during the week, and I miss y'all to death. And I hope you miss me too, okay? So, but yes, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for tonight. And again, join me back, Sports and Politics with T, on Thursday at 8. And also, we're going to be back into the relationship sector on Saturday at 8 with fun and entertainment with T as well. We still are going to keep going live. Also, on Tuesday nights, we are going to still do the scores for the NFL, getting a lot of views on my shorts. Thank you for all the participation, the likes, the shares, and just subscriptions. Everybody tuning in to all the shorts, all my live videos, and my pre-recorded. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't thank you guys enough. Okay? All right. All right, guys. Well, everybody enjoy the rest of your night. And I will see everybody on Thursday at 8 p.m. Take care. Bye-bye.